I'm Steve.
And I'm Kelly.
And we are Hematite Homestead. So I'll talk a minute about that clip that we used for the intro, and what that is me traveling from work. I get off around work around 4:30, 5 o'clock every day, and make a trip up here. And there's always something to do. And I like to say there's always something to do, and today's the day we're going to do it. And that's what that represents. That's pretty much my daily routine. Is get off work, come up here, and work more. And there's always something to do up here on the homestead. So with that being said, there's something to do. Let's go do it. So why Hematite? We named this place Hematite Homestead because we're in Allegheny County in Virginia, and if you leave Covington and come up Route 60 about 12 miles, and you follow Dunlap Creek up, and we live in an area that's known as Hematite, and so it seemed like a fitting name. And I think the area got its name from years ago. The area was considered mineral rich, and hematite was one of the primary minerals. So that's how we got the name. We are in Hematite Homestead, located in Allegheny County in the Hematite area of Dunlap Creek. All right, what do we do here? So first we built this house, and then we got chickens, and then we got goats, and then we got our first breeding pair of Kunekunes, and then we got another breeding pair of Kunekunes, and then we had our own Kunekunes, and then we bought more Kunekunes, and then we had our own Kunekunes again, and then we got ducks, and then we got turkeys, and then we got more Kunekunes. So as you can see, we primarily focus on Kunekunes. That's why we're called Hematite Homestead Kunekunes. And we're into lots of stuff here. We garden. You can see that over there. So gardening, hunting, shooting, farming, canning, cooking, and we do a lot of stuff here. And just can't wait to share that with everybody and learn from that. So that brings us now to why YouTube. And I would say YouTube so that we can learn stuff. We don't know it all. We're 3 years into this, and we're by far not experts. I won't be doing instructional videos or how-to videos, but I'll be happy to share with what we do here. Some of it works, some of it doesn't work. Some of it we have to rethink and go back at it again. And I watch lots of YouTube videos, and I learn a lot from it. And that's basically why YouTube, so that we can reach out to other homesteaders and other farmers and learn a little bit from it. And we'd love for you to join us for that. That's why we're here. So, why Kunekunes? And the best way I can answer that is why not Kunekunes? These so I'll tell you a little story about the Kunekunes. Is we actually came across Kunekunes kind of by accident. We built the house, and we knew we wanted to pasture raise pigs. We wanted them on grass. We wanted them free range, and we started looking into the breeds that do that. And primarily, I wanted Mangalitses. Well, it turns out Mangalitses were, for the ones we wanted, were a little out of our price range. But anyway, a coworker told me that, hey, so-and-so's got those pigs that you want. And so I went and talked to her about it. And she told me about how her pigs just love belly rubs, and they're like pets, and they all have their own personality. And she just went on and on and on about how wonderful these pigs were. And so I was like, those are Mangalitses? And she said, no, they're Kunekunes. So I told my wife, and we started doing some research, and sure enough, it was a pig for us. They're pasture raised, they're on grass all the time, and they're free range, go where they want, when they want, within the boundaries of the fence line, of course. We've got these guys right here on roughly, I don't know if I would measure it out to be an acre. You can't see it all right here, but it goes all the way down to the end of the property down there. This is the summer pasture, and we usually have them back on the other side in the winter, which we'll get to look at some point. But they each have their own personality, lots of color variations, and Hampton, turn around here and look at us. Yeah, so you can get pigs that all look the same, but each one of them has their own personality, and they really are like pets. They're very lovable. They roll over and get belly rubs, and now Hampton's gonna talk to me. And they like to be pet on and rubbed on. They like to be fed by hand. But like I said, primarily we wanted to raise them good on pasture, on grass. We didn't want to slop the hog, so to speak, And this was definitely the pig for us, and we're so glad that we found them and that that's what we got into, and we wouldn't want to do anything else really. Hampton. As we walk down here and look at all these guys, loving their grass, enjoying their grass. And there's the goats down there. So the last thing I'll really talk about in getting to know us is the farm manager. That's what I like to call her. It's my wife, Kelly. She doesn't really want to be in the videos, but she is such an important part of this farm. She's a critical part of this farm. All these animals love her to death. She's an animal lover, which is a huge plus. And she loves all animals, and they all love her. She treats them great. She comes out here and just hangs out with them, even when there's nothing else, no farm chores to be done. But I like to call her the farm manager. She handles the Facebook. She buys and sells all the pigs. She really does it all. I work a lot of hours at work, and she makes sure all these guys are fed and have everything they need all the time. Simon's gonna come see us. Hello, Simon. Hey, how about if I zoom out? Yeah, so I'm still learning how to use the gimbal, and we're over here talking about your boss, the farm manager. Yeah, so like I said, she doesn't really want to be in the videos, but she's such an important role to this place. And sometimes I'll get her in, I'll sneak her in, and sometimes we'll force her to be in them. But it's going to be really hard to not get her in the videos as much as she does. But yeah, I just want to point out the fact that we wouldn't even have this place if it wasn't for her, because I spend too many hours at work, and she loves all these guys to death, and she treats them great, and they really like her a lot. Oh, yes. Yeah, so that's farm manager Kelly. So that's a little introductory video about what we're all about here, and what we like to do, and can't wait to get this channel started and learn from the farming and homesteading community. And like I always say, there's always something to do, so today's the day we're going to do it. So hit that subscribe button and watch us do it here every day. We'll see you on the next video.